95% of crypto participants don't care about governing a protocol. You see, power is only relevant if it's concentrated. If you can't get all the power for yourself, it's not that appealing because you get diluted too much. We know this works in society, friends. They try to like con us. They're like, oh, go and vote, go and support. Yeah, I guess every vote counts, but you're not that excited about voting, are you? You want to go and actually change your life. So in crypto, we've been able to figure that out. DAOs and voting stuff, they suck. They tried to con Wall Street back in 2020 with this DeFi protocol, DeFi type of narrative, and unfortunately, they didn't get conned. What we saw happen in crypto was people came in and bought Pokemon meme coins, the meme coin sector, gaming, NFT, metaverse, JPEGs, nothing to do with the original DeFi from 2020. Even though it was a beautiful use case that came out, we still use it. All of it powered by chaining. Yeah, fake DeFi Uniswap. You've got Aave in the money markets, and now they've been able to transpose themselves, or the code gets forked everywhere else, and basically we get to use this great technology. Let's hope there's more that comes to Ethereum's way. So do people really care about voting? Nah, we all know it's fake anyway. Just to let you know, friends, so there are new people. Welcome to sit over there. Not financial advice. I'm wearing a Pokemon hat, friends. I choose you as my friend. The ultimate theme that we learned from these voting stuff is it's all rigged. It's just like the real world, isn't it? It's like, oh, you pretend like everyone's got power. It's really like 8 dudes, okay? Now, same thing happens in crypto. However, in crypto, it's beautiful because it's transparent, because you can see that it's rigged. And now it's up to you to participate or not. You know, there are people, even though they know the system's rigged, they still participate in them. They go, well, I think even though it's rigged, there's going to be a bigger plan. So people will still speculate and hang on there. Okay, so we're all here for the price go up. And as I've made many videos to show you, price go up and people adoption is exactly the same, okay? Is something to really think about. Because the more people, the more price you're going to get. And it's the same thing going downwards. It goes in the parabola, right? With Metcalfe's law. If you got 2 people in a network, your value is 4. If you got 10 people in a network, your value is 100. So think about that. You added 8 people and you added an extra 96 value from 8 people. But then if you have like, you know, you're 10 people and you drop 8, you go from 100 down to 4. Ouch. Right? So you lose 80% of your people, but you lose like 96, 94% of the value in there. That's why it really is parabolic, and it's a numbers game. That's why we're going into the bull market narratives, friends. Doesn't matter what it is, the bigger the megaphone, the better. And I think more people are going to figure this out. They come from crypto, they come from different other crypto avenues, but they might have stock market links, traditional finance links, and crypto's just, the upside is way too big to ignore. It's literally like, I don't own Axis coin, but man, just to hear some dude threw in $10 on Axis's coin and made 25K. You can't get there anywhere else. Now, I know, yep, they say it's a crapshoot. Yeah, it's a lottery ticket. Of course, friends, of course, but the stories are so freaking powerful, man. They really are powerful. And we can see them on chain. We can see them on chain. You can actually show people the transactions. Where can you do that in the real world? But, you know, the seeing part on the topic of that is really important. So as people participate in crypto networks, they really want to see the green candles when push comes to shove. You know, and that's why in the PulseChain ecosystem, PulseChain, PulseX, HEX, everything pumping, undervalued. There are a lot of layer 1 chains out there too. XRP, it's like 20 times bigger valuation than PulseChain. Cardano is 9 times bigger. So just think about the big up potential. I don't care. I'm not sleeping until they're flipped because they do nothing. If you're in Cardano, it's a very noble cause. It's just that, look, we're just a bit sexier. That's all. We're a bit sexier. Our orange juice is a bit more ice cubes than yours. I just think, you know, I'm not saying Cardano should drop. I think we should just be 9 times higher valuation, the whole ecosystem. But everybody, before that happens, their attention is being grabbed by the PulseChain altcoins. Achopa, PDI, Tangang, even Icosa, Hedron. This is what I love, friends. The meme coins in PulseChain ecosystem. Remember, everything's a meme coin, everything's an altcoin. The PulseChain altcoins. Okay, we got to think of another word for them because everything's an altcoin. You know, even USDT, Tether's an altcoin when you think about it. It's just that they're more like the metaphor. Your layer 1 chain is a city, and all the projects on there, they're just businesses around. And of course, a pizza shop on the corner is a completely different business than, say, a school. And it's a completely different business than a bank or a hospital. They're completely different risk parameters, right? So we got to think of these new names. Now, the beautiful part is there are no new names yet. We don't have proper established type of blue chip names that we can call them. We don't have them. That means we're early. Once we start having them, that means there's so many of them and they're so established and the gains are gone. What I love, once again, there's a meme coin for everyone. There's an altcoin for everyone. Icosa Hedron, why I love that so much is it is a HEX-Maxi altcoin. Richard Hart likes Alex. There's no secret inside of VCs. The coins are all just distributed out to the community, and it's incentivizing people to stake long term. So the longer your stakes long term, you get to mint your Hedron, and it expands on the HEX ecosystem. So you can do the auctions. If you do a 5-year stake, you can't do anything about it except waiting, which is obviously the best thing to do. But if people want to access liquidity and they've done an NFT stake, they can put it on an auction to be traded around. Of course, friends, don't do it. Don't do it. 95% of people are going to lose, but it is what it is. You can't sit and ignore it. And then that's what Icosa Hedron allows everyone to do. There's going to be more cross-chain staking too. It's just wonderful. The fact that you can get HEX-Maxis to like it because Richard likes it. Remember, just to let you know, whoever controls, the duck who controls the origin address back in 2022 provided Icosa liquidity with HEX. So the origin address bonded liquidity to Icosa. I think it's removed now, but at one point, it's just kind of showing you like, wow, maybe it's bootstrapping the system, but it is leverage on the ecosystem. It's wonderful. Of course, everything else, you're not surprised, right? The GMX fork, we have Fame, okay? You also have, the money markets, you've got liquid loans. You just have altcoins of people and characters. They're coming out. All these stories are being made. Where does it all end? I don't know if it's zero. We know it all ends at zero, or doesn't. Who says it has to end at zero? Like, we don't know. It's just like everyone thought Bitcoin was going to end at zero. And think about this. If HEX survives minus 99% and the PulseX buy and burn is dragging up all the ecosystems and these things just keep surviving, then these things are just going to be around. They just don't go away. Now, it's your job to figure out which ones stay around. We don't know. We never know. All I'm just begging you is just to have this approach of, do you see euphoria around? Nope. All right, it's still early. When you see euphoria around, it doesn't matter what the prices are, you just got to mitigate your risk. And that's why I'm just, always think about this. Got to mention here, maybe we just have to concede that PulseChain altcoins are the best onboarding tool for messaging in the bull market. You got to think about it, man. It is. I mean, the whole reason why it all exists in the first place is because the Ethereum gas fees are too much, right? It's not just HEX staking. So where does it all play out? I just tell you, both will exist. You have to appreciate both. It's not, look, I know when you see public spectacles of maxis versus other maxis, they're just parts of the story, friends. I like that. That's very comforting to me. I like seeing them fight. I want to see them fight because that's what you want. I don't want to see the maxis start to tell me, oh yeah, I've got 70% in Jizz coin. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that at all. I'm like, oh crap, that means Rome is starting to crack. I want to see them staked, not emergency ending. I want to see people with $10 HEX targets. I want to see that. Now, does it hit there? I don't know. I want to see those targets. Just like if I was holding Bitcoin, I want to see more $1 million Bitcoin targets. I want to see them more. And I want to see the $80,000 ones shunned. Okay, that's what you need. Imagine everybody believed in lower targets. So that's where we're going with this. The PulseChain altcoins, they're very, very effective at onboarding. But you can only fool people for so long, friends. Like, we all know market cap, it plays a big role, market cap and liquidity. You can just replace market cap with liquidity. And we all know remember, the market cap is the equivalent of if you have a house full of all the holders and you go to the house, remember, everyone's got their pants on, they are eating jelly beans and they have Doritos. And you asked every single person, how much money do you have in this coin? And if every single person says, I have 10 million, I have 5 million, I have 1 million, And you look at all of them and you're like, oh, golly gee, you all tell me you have, 5 billion in this coin, but I'm looking at the liquidity right now, and the liquidity, there's only enough for 25 million to exit. That's what market cap is, okay? And that's what the bids are. The bid is that door, and the market cap is how much everyone thinks they have. And so that's the thing. If the market cap is big, you just introduce the chances that people decide to tap out because you're changing lives more. If a coin has a market cap of $1 million, no one's life is changed. Now, if it goes from 1 million to 100 million, you've changed a couple of people's lives, haven't you? Yeah, a few people have, like, their lives have really changed. They had enough in there. But if you go from 100 million to 100 billion, you haven't just changed a couple of people's lives, friends. You've changed heaps and heaps, thousands of people's lives. And if they decide to tap out, they can crush the returns. This is how things work in a nutshell. You need time for them to disperse and go out. That's why these things take longer and longer and longer. Okay, that's why also new cycle coins, it's people with the intention, like, this is fresh, this is new. Maybe this is the one. This is the one that achieved my dreams. And that's why the older coins, you just need more people to come in and basically pack that punch to destroy the bears. So I'm hoping that, we still see a 10x higher PulseChain valuation around 18 billion. Now, a lot of people ask about this picture. I always post this picture. Why, fancy? I'll post pictures even if there's no context of this. I'm just putting out the logos and stuff. But look at this. This is how wonderful. This is literally like I don't want to. Not financial advice, friends. I am wearing a Pokemon hat, an Ash Ketchum hat. I'm just telling you, this is as free money as it gets. Okay, you have the most hated coin in the ecosystem, combined with 140 content creators, combined with 68 streamers, combined with onboarding, where they literally have real life onboarding and crowds of people attending. You see this, and this is RGD. Who's RG3 in the background? And look at these logos made, okay? You have all of that. 4 key points. Plus, here's the kicker. Hold your own nuts. I know you're a squirrel out there. You aren't listed on any exchange. No tier 1 or even tier 2 exchange has you. None. Not Pulse, not PulseX, and not HEX. You're just looking at them, you're like, man, how do you allow people to catch these garbage Pokemon like Ghastly and all these other trash ones, okay, that have very low strength, they can't hold shit, they got very low HP. How do you allow people to do that and get trapped? Yet we have these legendary Pokemon out here, so undervalued. How is that? Well, you see how, friends. The green candles are going to talk as more and more people come out, because this is the truth. The industry is diminishing, friends. The industry is diminishing so much. It's not that, okay, you win 500x and your neighbor only wins 50x. Unfortunately, the game is not like that anymore. It's you lose and the other guy wins a 25x. You actually lost. You wasted 3 to 4 years. That's what's most likely happening. And so people... that losing part, what is that? That's grifts like Igon layer. That's grifts like this other Ethereum layer 2 stuff where they do the airdropping in here and there. I don't care. And these grifts where they say, hey, come and stake your coins for more airdrops. Those things. Now, if you get upset that I call them grifts, I don't care. They're literally no use case, token strapped on, making some new tech. And it's a funny thing. Okay, every single person who tells me it's the future of finance, guess what? Oh, coincidentally, they all got given ICO allocations. Oh, well, golly gee, is that? Could you get in with them? No. The difference is, friends, PulseX is still below day 1 sack. And I was telling you, hey, I'm 75% offside in this from our first clip. And I'm still telling you to get in a better price than me. Okay, do these influencers let us do that? No. Why? Because they're scum. I'm wearing a Pokemon hat. You're my friend. Catch you soon.